Ms. L here with your tip of the day to complete your college apps in 15 minutes or less. Okay, so when it comes to college apps, there's one main common app which most colleges use for your applications. But if you're applying to UC schools, then there's a different application. And then some schools have their own, some use the coalition. So you're gonna have to figure out which schools are using which apps. Now, when it comes to completing things early this summer, in the Common App, you're gonna write a personal statement, you're gonna do an activities list. When it comes to supplementals for individual schools, those probably won't be released till about August 1st. But for the UC app, they kind of haven't changed much in the last few years, so it's really easy to get started on those first. So if you're applying to UCLA, UC Berkeley, any other UC, let's get started. Either way, you're gonna have to do an activities list, right? UCs have an activities list and then 4 questions they ask you that you respond to instead of essays. But activities list covers both. So we're gonna do one for your UC. They ask for 20 activities, awards, hobbies, extracurriculars, volunteer work, and then Common App asks for 10 plus 5. That's 10 activities, volunteer work, hobbies, jobs, stuff like that, and then 5 awards and honors. So we're just gonna start one. You do your UC app, and then you can narrow it down for the Common App, or you can just do one for the Common App. But UC is longer. You get more characters, that's words, spaces, all of that. It's not words, it's spaces and characters, sorry, that you're filling in. You get 350 of those. And the Common App, you only get 150, right? So we're gonna do the UC one first and then narrow it down. So first thing today, just spend 15 minutes listing out everything that you have done outside of school in the last 4 years of high school, right? So that's your clubs, that's your volunteer work, that's any internships you've had, if you've had a job, but that's also any hobby that you have, any family responsibilities that you have. Like, are you the person in charge of all the tech at your house? Do you have to pick up your little sibling from school and make sure they do their homework? Do you help your grandparents on the weekend, right? Where do you spend your time? Do you ski? Do you snowboard? Do you surf? Do you love to garden? Do you juggle? What do you do? They want to get to know who you are. It's not just those things that you think they're going to find important. They want to know where you spend your time. They have no idea what your life is like if you don't tell them. So spend 15 minutes just trying to think of anything that you do that you spend time doing and list it all out. And then I'll share more about how to fill out what you do in that activity, what you learn, all of that. And also list out any awards that you've gotten. And that's both like real awards and then just anything else that you've gotten recognition for. My favorite one was one year I had someone say that their little sister gave them the best dad pun mug because they were really good at making him laugh and writing puns. I will never forget that kid. So put out those actual awards and recognitions, but then also those things that you're like, maybe that'll show a little bit of who I am as well. List it all out. Nothing's bad, nothing's wrong. Just spend 15 minutes listing it out, and we'll talk tomorrow more about how to fill it out. You got this, less than 15 minutes.